to Legendary Hero Chronicles. I'm your hero, Ray, and this is where we save the world one game at a time. Also, where anybody can be a hero. What is up, everyone? I hope everyone had a great and amazing Mother's Day weekend. We sure did. It was absolutely amazing. And again, I said it Saturday, but I want to wish everybody a happy Mother's Day for those that are mothers or those ladies that are mothers, or if you're playing that mother role, happy Mother's Day again. And yeah, let's get into it. So yesterday was Mother's Day. It was extremely busy for me, so I did not get a chance to stream. So we are gonna jump on here this early Monday afternoon and get a stream out the way. And then I also plan on doing a video later on, possibly, so that'll get released tomorrow. And going forward, we still will be streaming Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night, but I am going to try to start streaming during the week more, at least a couple times during the week. And that'll be like later afternoon going into later morning going into early afternoon. And we're going to see how those times work. But you know how we do here. Before we get into it, let's read our scripture. Philippians chapter 4 verse 6. Philippians chapter 4 verse 6. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank him for all he has done. Man, I'm gonna read that again. This is powerful. Philippians chapter 4 verse 6. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank him for all he has done. Man, it's unbelievable. Powerful scripture there. And let's get into the before we get into the meat and potatoes, the main course, let's get the housekeeping out the way. So if you haven't, please subscribe to us on YouTube. Give me 1 second here, guys. What's up? Okay. Just wanted to go live. Before we do, let's try to mess in the background. Apologize for that for the people watching us on TikTok. All right, let's get into the housekeeping real quick. If you haven't, please follow us on Twitch at Legendary Hero Chronicles. There you don't. By doing so, you won't miss out on any notifications when we go live. Like today, we haven't consistently been going live early afternoon, or actually just during the week period we haven't, other than Friday. So if you don't want to miss out those notifications when we start going live during the week on our unusual times, follow us on Twitch. You'll get those notifications so you don't miss any of the adventures, and you can jump in with us live. Be a part of the solution. Be a part of the adventure. Be a part of saving the world. And now also follow us on Instagram at Legendary Hero Chronicles. We post all updates and announcements there. And I'm live now on TikTok. My TikTok is Ray Cunningham Jr. actor. It's my actors page, and it's also the video. I post all the video game stuff on there as well. So you can, if you're curious about my acting career, you can check that out on TikTok, as well as get all updates and advertising we're gonna be doing for Legendary Hero Chronicles. And YouTube, I post everything on YouTube. Every video goes on YouTube. The previous recordings from our live streams, YouTube. Any small video I want to post, YouTube. Any longer video, YouTube. Everything goes to YouTube. If I do a video tonight, which I'm going to try to do, that'll be posted on YouTube tomorrow. And it is going to be a grind zone video, hot, as well. But other than that, we left off on Saturday. We caught the kidnapper, and we are heading to go turn in the bounty and turn in her. Hopefully she shows up and she's a woman of her word. The story was absolutely insane. You can I did post a tidbit, a couple minutes, a clip of our stream on TikTok on Saturday. For everyone catching us live on TikTok, you can, if you are curious and you want to see what we're playing, Metaphor Refantazio, and you want to check out the stream live, go to Twitch, Legendary Hero Chronicles, and we'll pop right up if you want to see what we're actually doing. If not, if you're kind of just hanging out, this is behind the scenes. I'm your hero, Ray, and this is what we do. This is me streaming behind the scenes, and unfortunately, I can't adjust my phone too much, so you are going to see the guest bed in the back. You might see some pillows popping up, maybe a blanket, and then you see, of course, the best team in the NFL, the Philadelphia Eagles. Speaking of that, it's been rumored, the schedule comes out later this week, but it's been rumored that the Eagles Cowboys week 1, you know how the Super Bowl champs always start off on Thursday night, and it's rumored that we will be playing the Cowboys. So yeah, we shall see. That's a great way to start the season off, that's for sure. All right, let's get into it. So we're on our way. Let's do courage. Let's do courage. Hey. And my classic face butt for the microphone, if you didn't catch it. Sorry for those people that actually heard that on the mic.
Now then. Got a moment?
All right, TikTok viewers, you got here late, so you didn't hear me. I wanted to congratulate and say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, all the ladies out there. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you guys had an amazing Mother's Day. We sure did celebrate all the special women in our lives, mothers in our lives. They absolutely deserve it. So happy Mother's Day. I hope everyone had a great Mother's Day. All right, let's see here. It definitely feels like Monday today, that's for sure. I did not want to wake up. It was a long weekend for me. I worked. Yeah, it was just long days. I had to get up early. Typically Fridays are long days for me, are usually my longest day. And let me see. Hang on. We'll fight for change. That's what we're going to pick. Oh, they were asking a question in the game. Fridays is usually my longest day. I usually every morning wake up early. So I'm an early bird. I usually get up at like 3 every morning, bang out my workout, and then I start work. And then when I'm done, it goes nonstop usually. So Fridays, usually I'm up early, workout, work, and then from there I come home, do what I got to do with the family, and then we stream until we can't stream anymore. Mainly because I got to get a new people who've been following me from the beginning, I just started streaming, so we're brand new. So we're let's see.
Yeah.
Basis. Sorry, I was reading the thing in the game. Yeah, I just started streaming end of March, so I'm working with my old MacBook, and I'm gonna get a new computer. So the issue with that is it works fine. Still gonna use it after, but it overheats. So when it starts overheating, I cannot stream as long as I want. So I have a limit on how long I can stream for before it just shuts off on me. So I'm in the process of working on grabbing a new desktop, so that's no longer an issue. So we can do longer streams, and maybe, just maybe,
All right.
we'll get an overnight stream in one of these times. I don't know. We'll see. All right, we got that courage, virtue there. But yeah, Saturday. But this particular, like I was saying, this weekend. Usually I'm off on the weekend, so I usually just take care of stuff around the house, and then we'll stream. This weekend, not so much. This upcoming weekend though, definitely not gonna be working. But definitely Saturday will be long anyways. How's everybody's Mondays going? Is it typical Monday for everybody else? The one thing I'll say about Monday though is like, yeah, it kind of drags because you're like, oh man, it's the start of the week. But I always felt if you can get a good start to Monday every week and somewhat, be productive and go into Monday, like, all right, I'm about to kill this week. Like, this is random, but I'm a huge wrestling fan. And growing up, I grew up in the best era of wrestling. Of course, this is opinion based, but the best era of wrestling, the Attitude Era. I grew up in that era. And
speaking
of course, that included The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, DX. Yeah, DX got a lot of kids in trouble back in the day. If you know, you know. We're not going to go into details. They got a lot of kids in trouble in school back in the day, for sure. So I basically yeah, so when I envisioned the work week, there was this I can't remember. I don't think it was a pay-per-view. It had to be Raw or SmackDown. The Rock comes in dressed up. It was definitely Hollywood Rock. Comes in dressed up, has his dress shoes on, and he goes into the people elbow. Maybe it wasn't Hollywood Rock, but he goes into the people's elbow, and when he does it, off the rope, like, psh, and then back to the other one, psh, and then he slides from one rope on the ring because he's in his dress shoes, so he just slides into that people's elbow, and it was so smooth. So anytime I envision going into Monday, I envision going into Monday like that, like be The Rock and slide into it so smooth and just crush that week. That's actually part of how, other than my character, when I go into auditions, I whether I'm performing in self-tape or in front of somebody, like I'm in character, of course, but I literally just, I'm sliding into it smooth, confident, and just gonna crush it. Like this is me, and I'm gonna crush it, and that's how I envision like Monday, just sliding into Monday smooth and just crush that bad boy. Like The Rock in his dress shoes. If you guys want to envision, just Google Rock gifs and it'll pop up, or you can YouTube it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just so smooth. Just slide in. Psh. All right, let's get back to gaming here.
The breeze feels nice.
What? Well met.
Do Holtenberg since we just did Stroll. Not same be said for you might be right.
Hail.
Now then.
Oh wow, our imagination is at 3. All right. Great job.
Imagination. Why, that's...
Yes, you can check out the stream on Twitch at Legendary Hero Chronicles if you want to see the footage live, and actually if you have Metaphor Refantazio the game, absolutely.
And the age of a new king.
Join us and help us on this adventure. We could need all the help we can get.
That reminds me.
Speaking of.
All right, we got 2 more days till we reach the port. Let's see what we're gonna do here. I don't want to go do tolerance. Let's do tolerance. Ah, shoot, wrong one. Oh, we got a new book. Let's do that. They just mentioned kids eating vegetables in this book.
Now then.
Tolerance. Why, that's...
Nura speaking. The city ruins come to view. This place once flourished through the excavation of magla crystals by migrant workers. The work was hard, but however, the promise of strong magla drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain, and with the promise of abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
Wow, that looks insane.
This is...
No.
I was just taking a screenshot of the image. It looks awesome. I like using a lot of times I use photos of the back. I try to get screenshot photos of the backgrounds in the game and the environments because they're so awesome, so breathtaking. And I use those for like thumbnails in the future.
Everything okay? Right.
Yeah, this looks absolutely amazing. And for those who can't see it on TikTok, you could see it on Twitch at Legendary Hero Chronicles. And if you don't have Twitch, I always post the videos on YouTube at Legendary Hero Chronicles. And you could check out the videos there and you could see exactly what we're looking at, but it looks absolutely amazing. Definitely breathtaking for sure.
That's why.
I can't believe how fast this year has gone by, man. We hit Mother's Day, past Mother's Day now, so next Memorial Day week.
All right.
Yeah, man, it's gone so fast.
Hey,
Remember growing up as a kid, and we always wish like, oh man, I can't wait to be an adult. You can't tell me what to do,
So,
right? And as kid, and then the adults would just be like, all right, you just wait. You just wait. Don't rush. They would say, don't rush your childhood. Don't rush your childhood. And as kids, you're like, huh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. And then we grow up. And then we're like, man, our parents were right. Adults, we have bills and things. It just grows everything just goes so fast. Time flies by.
Pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its
Now, granted, being an adult, I wouldn't change it for the world because it's just so much stuff I'm blessed for. But just saying, like, could do without how fast things are going. And I think once you have kids, it just goes even faster. Oh boy.
ah, it's you. Good grief. But
all right.
Our imagination continues to go up.
time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Quite.
I see.
That reminds me.
All right, we're gonna go back and do tolerance again. Just cause I feel like that's actually, you know what? We can check. Let's check. Maybe we can't cause we're on the thing right now. Pretty sure it's tolerance though, so we're gonna continue to do tolerance. Actually, hang on. Can we plant?
Isn't that? Hey, later.
Let me save it. I want to plant seeds, but I don't know. I want to continue doing tolerance because I want to finish off Maria's quest line, but we have to be 4 tolerant. Yeah, it's tolerance because of Bridget's wisdom. All right, let's save it. Excuse me. All right, let's see. All right, what does it give us for planting? Okay, we don't have the ones we want, but we'll plant this because I just want to see what it targets.
Yep.
Gauntlet runner sighted!
Hey,
It didn't give us anything. Oh, Katarina's back. Okay.
Certainly.
it's you. So we meet. Give me a break, lady. Ever
This
heard of
stinks because
learning
we got to
from your
go through all
mistakes?
this in order just to load it back up.
My people are suffering as I promised them all.
All right, we're gonna skip through this for now.
I think. As moths to a flame!
Looks like you've gotten stronger. So have we.
Not now.
Okay, the only thing I can think of doing how to do it is this way. All right, so yeah, we're gonna load it back up. It didn't give us anything. We planted and didn't give us nothing. So we're gonna go back right back to tolerance. But now that I know what it does, once we get the ones hero life, we will plant those seeds. Skip through this here.
I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh,
I also caught today Leftover Monday. What is Leftover Monday? Leftover Monday is when you have leftovers from food from a holiday that was on Sunday. So leftover Monday today is gonna be leftovers from Mother's Day. I'm not going too crazy though. I'm in the process of getting back in shape, so I'm getting healthier. But I do a number of things for that, but I do intermittent fast, so gotta wait for my fast to end. And I currently do usually Mondays like twice a month. I'll try to do like a 40 to 48 hour fast, and that's usually Sunday to Tuesday. And then my regular fast is usually 20 hours every day. And if usually I hit it, but if I don't, then I at least try to get 18 at the very least.
Gauntlet runner sighted!
Okay, we're right back to where we left off here.
Hey! Hurry it up!
Certainly.
It's you! So we meet again! Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback. Give me a break, lady! Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either. Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen. My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got? I promised them all I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
Early bird gets the glory, what?
Alright, here we go.
Let's have a spot of inventive ingenuity.
Looks like you've gotten stronger.
Now we strike.
So have we.
This doesn't
We
feel
need to
right.
figure out their affinities first.
I'll take this. What a blunder.
So much for that. Fair and square.
Nothing personal.
I always try to steal from whoever we fight to see what they give us.
So
I
much
can't
for
afford to
that.
hold back.
Clear off. Let's have a spot of inventive ingenuity.
Looks like you've gotten stronger.
Now accept your
So
fate.
that's nothing. Why
Nice.
Let us
Okay.
clean up this mess. Face me. Rancor.
Let's
I
do
shall
this
vanquish
fair and
evil.
square.
Take that!
Right on target.
With the
Nice one, Stroll.
I'll crush you! It's okay.
Clear it. Light. That's nothing. Why are you so strong, damn you? But this is where the real fight begins. Get ready to get stomped.
Only a flesh wound.
Going in for the kill. Stroll, they've sapped your defenses. Allies, together.
We'll team up!
Still standing, I see. Behold, we stand together.
Let me help!
What? I missed.
You'll feel this one. Stroll's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him? This is a joke. Stroll can't take any more.
Oh, power of kings. Ha! Formidable
Stroll,
indeed.
they've sapped your defenses.
Darker arts. Apologies. Would you finish it?
Not out of... No holding back! Not done yet. Ah!
Might have to start this over.
This should work.
One of these.
Thanks.
Much thanks.
Was nimmt.
his head. I'll be in big trouble.
Oh, never mind. We got it.
No. I trained so much for this.
Oopsies.
This isn't supposed to happen.
That looks strong. Tekken gloves.
Okay. Not bad at all.
Oh, 800 rank.
I've lost.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey.
Listen to me.
Well then.
Now there we are. We believe in you.
I'll make it happen. But that's why.
So people on TikTok, thank you for stopping in. I'm gonna have to close it out in a bit though. I'm not gonna be able to live stream for the whole session, our whole stream this time around. Because I got to start downloading these videos. I'm working on a commercial, so I got to download them on my phone so I can edit them, and that's gonna take some time, unfortunately. So I'm gonna try to kill two birds with one stone and do it while I'm streaming. So when I'm done, I can work on that.
She. Now. A new power.
Oh, great.
I'm not letting anyone die.
We got the next stage of the brawler archetype. Perfect. We actually might be at 15 archetypes now.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives.
All right. For those who stopped in on TikTok live to join us today, we appreciate it. Thank you. This is behind the scenes of Legendary Hero Chronicles, and get to see a little bit of what goes on our channel, our streaming channel. And again, if you haven't, go follow us on Twitch, Legendary Hero Chronicles, and subscribe Legendary Hero Chronicles on YouTube to actually see the videos. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Thank you for stopping in. All right, heroes. I've been doing TikTok live just to increase our exposure, to grow the channel. And now we're going to get back into it. And I am working on downloading this video on my phone. And I got to keep it live, keep it open. So hopefully it'll stay open here. All right, so first thing we're going to do here is go to this archetype.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Yeah. A new ability.
Okay, to get the last version, of course, you gotta get Katharina or whatever her name is to rank 8, of course. All right. He's got that equipped. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13. So we're almost there. All right, let me try something else here. All right. I wanted to check those gloves we got for Stoll. See how strong they are. Oh, it's just strong. Okay. take it. Try to steal things from everyone. All right. It's the only one we can do, so
Well
let's
met.
do this.
I'd say
Sure.
Hmm. And so,
Yeah, so we didn't get to stream yesterday because of Mother's Day. It was just so busy, like I said earlier. But so that's a reason I really wanted to jump on today, guys, and knock out a stream, continue progressing this journey.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain? Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Rhylehaven. It's been a while.
you've been before.
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents, I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Rhylehaven.
Port Rhylehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Rhylehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the gauntlet runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
Wow! It's the ocean! Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon! It's kind of like the capital, but totally different!
Yes. The City of Water, Rhylehaven.
Sancta Cadeau. You've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far. Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Cannot keep this thing from locking here.
Ah, would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Sky Runner, though.
No, I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctist Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
Oh, sorry guys, I'm trying to get this kill two birds with one stone and get these videos downloaded. It's giving me trouble.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies. If it isn't the walking headache. Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
I can't wait.
To stop for rest, surrounded by fine food, is an uncommon blessing.
If you're sure, Nearest, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
Really?
a joy. Oh, this blooming heat.
All right then.
Can we talk? Hey!
All right then.
Proper aces.
Say,
Hello there.
My money's on Santa Fe's floor.
Maybe there'll be a big house.
All right now. What is it? Greetings. Well then.
Can we talk? Hey!
Just going around looking
The goods are cheap.
looking for stuff here.
Young man!
Hey!
So that first guy I went to, I'll show you him again.
This is on sale
He has special items on certain days, and we want those, but we'll have to come back and get them. This is a great sword. This is decent. Actually, this is really good. Restores MP upon defeating enemies during squad battles. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, guys. So I am gonna continue to play. I'm babysitting my son, and he's in the background, as you can hear. He's crying because his mom left the room. And as always, moms always know the answer. If he starts crying again, I'm just gonna mute my mic, but I'm still gonna play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the fence about actually buying that weapon, but if we get in a pinch and we have to use, eventually we stick to magic attacks with the main character because he's my main magic guy. But if we get in a pinch, we could and need to use a mace, a physical attack. It was like 120 plus more, and it recovers our MP, which was nice too. Let me see. Are these? Ooh, these are pretty strong here. Oh, this one is huge. Yeah, we're definitely grabbing that. Who are we gonna put it on, though, is the question.
Good.
I'm gonna put it on Holtenberg just because she's like our tank.
Good.
Okay.
What now?
Then we'll put it on Stowe because he actually can recover because we use his health. Alright. Let's head back out. I am gonna grind for money at one point. It's gonna be during the grind zone later though. Alright. Oh, I forgot to show you guys that merchant I was talking about.
Maybe there'll be a big upset.
Oh, right now.
So he has an item, two good one that increases critical hits. It's an accessory, and then there's one that increases your AP experience for archetypes. It's this guy right here. But you got to come to him on certain days, and I don't know what days it is. I think it's Wednesday and Friday, but I'm not sure for sure. All right, let's go and do the. Where we got to go here, over here.
All right then.
So we're basically trying to find a place to stay right now. I wish I could just jump over, but I can't. I gotta go this way.
Well met, eh? Aha. Hello.
All right then.
One thing I never got to do here, again, I didn't get too far, but I know they have a Coliseum here. I never got to really fight in that Coliseum.
Good choice.
Over here. We'll go here. Just trying to unlock everything as far as fast travel goes.
I mean,
Truth be told.
Look at this. What's this? All good.
such a bother.
Okay. Hang on, buddy.
Hey, you. Really now?
Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. I had to grab my son another chip. Oh, let me check to see if this video is downloading. Dang, why can I not get these things to download? It's just not working. I don't know why.
Do you need something?
Okay, so that's where that is. Let's go back here.
Fancy a
It's
ride?
always good to look and see where everything is. Our merchant. Let's
Nice
go
and
here.
easy.
And this will probably be where the main quest is because we're looking for a place to stay.
All right then.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yes.
Well... Okay then.
Right, hang on. Hang on, buddy.
Ridiculous. What do I do?
I'm my.
All right, I'm back, guys. Let's get back to it here.
Hey.
I guess, but... Huh? I see. What?
Oh, this blooming heat.
What is it you require? Enjoy your stay.
Kind of freaky.
My controller died. So now we go to my special controller. I call this the Black Panther. I didn't even see what they said. Oh, okay.
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut?
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
I love you, Lord Milo! I love you forever!
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right?
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing! When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Roussant tribe at its head! Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command!
Hear, hear! For Roussant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men! We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open! Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter! We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health!
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Ford.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on Loveless.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain? Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
That looks extremely nasty.
Let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious! The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let
Altenburg is
us
a
fish
different
up
beast
anything
when it
outright
comes to just
inedible.
eating things.
I hope.
It's a delicacy.
You just made that up, didn't you? Ugh. It's rather.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martyra, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
problem like that, I had to do something.
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away from the pack so soon. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, all right?
That Cryer's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums, but his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me! Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Yeesh.
My apologies.
Look at that.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. Tis a precarious position.
Let's all stay calm, all right?
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What? My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
I messed up again. I got so close to downloading it. Maybe if I turn my screen
Thank you all for
off.
waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne,
That'll
the
help.
exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20! 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus!
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church, Dido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people! Strength and compassion in one package! He's got the crowd on his side right from the start! Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger! Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Where's your proof? Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down. Now, on to the next!
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Forden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Forden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
You'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now. Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Whew. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Where's the head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martyra? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. A huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd! Speak sense, woman!
Master Heisme is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events! We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet!
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Forden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise. Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. It's all we can do, really.
Not bad, Pops. We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing. I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see? And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common. Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
No. We only read it wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you? And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it! What's so special about those fools?
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It's not a done deal.
Still, it is a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge, and the risk paid off. We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
Maybe he's engraved it directly on his body.
Yeah, somehow I doubt he'd literally carve incriminating evidence onto his skin. It'd be backwards in a mirror besides. It's more likely to be in his runner.
Do you really suppose it would be in the runner he uses even today? The incident was near a decade ago.
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Joanna! A backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph! She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the Church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? A word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Luis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
Let's hurry.
Boy, there! All right, then. Let's head there right away.
We're gonna go here and see if that guy has a different item for us. See if it's one of the ones we want.
That there? Now that is a
Greetings. Well then.
Yes, this is it right here. It stinks because I can only get one. Yeah, or I could probably get two, I guess.
Can we talk?
Let me confirm and make sure this is it.
What now?
Yes, that's it. Okay, let's see if we can buy another one.
Greetings. Well then.
Yes. Okay, so we can only buy two. So basically, when we get ready to grind, we're gonna equip two of those. I can't afford any more right now, unfortunately.
All right, then.
That there? Now that is a menacing sky.
All right, then.
Beg pardon?
Aha! What is it you're looking for?
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in, make some points for my own life.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right? What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I'd treat all tribes equally.
Just like Lord Luis.
All right, a bit much, ease off. You know there's a big difference between meritocracy and equality. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I don't like Forden or his church.
Too right. They have no idea what justice is. Ah, but you had a sanctoress publicly executed so you could get ahead. Not in a position to moralize, are you?
We don't expect everyone to take our side. We're just here to right wrongs, that's all.
Huh. Whatever. You got some brass tea, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now, you're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the King's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments and, well, you know how that ends.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Where?
So?
Oh, we basically Mother's Day was great.
Incredible.
We basically went to church. I had to work first thing in the morning, then after that went to church, and then went into my in-laws' house and we spent it with family, ate, and then after that we actually did a gender reveal for our baby that's on the way. And it was absolutely amazing. We are expecting a girl, so we'll have one boy, one girl. We wanted a girl. We were ecstatic, everybody. We were just so happy, and I'm gonna be a girl dad. I can't wait.
Seriously.
It's just icing on the cake, though. Like, as long as my wife and the baby are healthy, that's first and foremost. But the fact that it's gonna be a girl is awesome. All right. I was talking, so I did not read exactly what they said. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll save it on this one. I wish they give you more save spots on here.
Check this out.
Got it.
I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah?
Well,
And yet...
oi! You're not serious.
Got it.
What in the...
Yeah?
I see.
Yeah.
Evidently.
Oops. Interesting.
Oh, nice. Huh.
No.
What's the meaning of this?
Don't even try it.
Understood?
Seriously.
Here.
All right.
Hey.
beautiful city, Haven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here.
Here we go.
Did you kill the king and prince?
My dagger laid buried in the king's chest until his mortal husk entered the casket.
Then, you don't deny it?
I never sought to. I presumed Forden would be more than happy to announce it, but I've heard nothing. The man preyed enough on the state government. Perhaps he feared I would be hailed as a hero instead of derided as a killer. Ever the paragon of cowardice. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate.
It's just that...
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Okay. This is a good opportunity. So we'll be prepping for that in the meantime.
Only this area feels any
And that'll
different
give
from
me
the rest. I need a key to get in, though.
a downtime where I
nice
can
if I could
actually
see what's going on in
step
here,
away
too.
and do the grind zone video.
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide! Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming?
Figures they'd show up now.
Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters. We thought in case you needed...
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean, idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again?
A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big, and now I know where it is.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for
Interesting.
Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her.
So I
hope
wonder
she's
if
alright.
she is also looking
it
for.
seems you
She's
worried
clearly
for
looking
naught.
for something, but
I'm
I wonder if she's gonna be on our side.
You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded, this is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a mere solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
That reminds me.
Yes.
I see.
It's a good observation.
Look at that.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
And so,
Yes.
We have to prepare first.
Yeah.
Then...
Got it.
Let's focus.
Okay. As I thought. Alright, so we're going to be focusing on preparation for at least 19 days, and then we'll do that.
Let's head there.
Okay, so now, let me see something. Alright, we're gonna look for quests,
What should I do? Huh?
and we're gonna check for bounties. And I'm gonna be taking care of a new grind zone video later, and then that'll be grinding for money.
If you can help. Let's give it a shot.
Whoa. This place.
Well met, eh?
All right then.
Wonderful.
All right then.
Don't know where the bounty thing is here, though. Oh.
You're not serious. Oi! Right then.
Just work our way down, I guess.
What is it? All right then. All right then.
Wonder if I could have been one of Lewis's minions myself.
Still, okay, cool. We have stroll we can start working on, which that's what we'll actually will do once we get done looking around.
Hmm? Oh, yeah?
For stuff here.
I'm in trouble now.
So we're gonna look, we want to acquire all the quests again, and then bounties, and then we'll go to the informant, and after that we'll do stroll.
Gotta get. Stay there.
All right then. All right then.
Let's go back over. Yeah. Just curious to see if this guy's starting.
Greetings.
He does, but we can't afford it. Technically, we can. I want to get it because I want to see what it does.
What are you pining?
Let's do this.
Now then. Now then. Now then.
Greetings.
Can we talk?
Oh, we already have one. Okay. No reason to waste money on another one. Alright.
Alright then.
Let's see if the bounties are over here. Yeah, it looks like it's here.
Look at that.
Look. Yep.
Look at that.
Look. Yep.
Welcome.
Oh.
Okay.
This is what I've got. Show me what you...
Let's do it.
Let's see.
We'll face danger here.
We'll probably go this way and
We'll
kill
face
two
danger.
birds
We'll
with one
face danger
stone.
here.
Got it.
And this is where we're gonna do the grind zone we got. So I'm gonna bang that out during the video. Okay, so we have that done.
All right,
let me
then.
check and see if there's any other quests.
Let's go.
We do the Coliseum yet? That's something that we should check. Let's check that because that could help get stronger too.
Hail, warrior.
Let's not.
Do you need some?
Let's not.
Okay, nope.
All right then.
Alright, so what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna save it. Right here. So what I want to try to do is I want to try to have a save at the beginning of every month just in case we gotta go back. So this will be considered our July save and then we'll start working our way down again. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go here. Start creating doing our relationship. Building this stroll here.
Aye. All right. Whew.
But that's...
Huh? Rangith?
Wow.
Hold on.
Truth is, whatsoever.
That's...
I...
Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see.
Oh, definitely.
Sure, but...
Hmm.
Stroll.
Huh? Hmm.
It'll be fine.
You? Thanks.
So we start our building up stroll now, which is
I
good.
feel more courageous when I'm with you.
Again, we want to get our follower connections up as soon as possible.
Huh. Let's head back.
Just unlocks more archetypes, and you know me, guys, I'm all about the archetypes for this game. Do have a feeling though it's gonna be tough. We're gonna have to level up. Oh, Heisman. Definitely do Heisman.
What now? What now?
Yeah, we're at 30. I don't know how much leveling up we're gonna be able to do, but I'd like to at least be 35 or higher before we end up getting there. 40 would be great, but we'll see. All right, here's the informant. Let's get all the information he has, which is a lot. I'm just gonna skip through all this.
Gotcha.
Fancy a bit of info? Just between...
Gotcha.
Fancy a bit of info? Fancy a bit...
We can always look back at this later. I'm just skimming through it right now.
Fancy a bit of info?
It's giving us all the information we need for the
Come on.
Actually, you know what? You guys might need it, so now I can always look back at it later. It's giving us for the infiltration basically all the info we need on the people in Lewis's runner.
Thanks.
So, for example, this person's weak to electrical magic, right?
Fancy a bit of info?
I won't fast forward. I'm just gonna go through it fast. But if you need to see it, you could just pause it.
Just between us.
I guess so.
Want in on this?
And this is giving us the info we need for the mission.
Got it.
Want in on this?
This.
Just between us.
No kidding.
And then this was the
Fancy a
one
bit of
we
info?
skipped through.
Just between us.
Let's see.
Hey, listen.
I'm just incredulous.
Alright, we're gonna knock out highest maze round there.
Ah, it's you. I see. Now then. Huh? All right. May I speak? Well, then oh.
Hold on.
No. Hmm? The truth is, oh. I apologize. No.
Just trying to take care of something on my phone, guys. Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you for stopping in. Also, thank you for the follow.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just seen it. I was checking something on my phone. I just seen your chat. How are you doing?
Cheers.
No, I'm doing great. We had a great Mother's Day weekend and really getting this week started. Are you a fan of RPG games or Metaphor Refantazio?
My thanks.
I'm from let's just say I'm in the US.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Why do I have an accent?
Luis's.
Okay, so we're gonna save it as soon as we clear this out right here.
True.
Yeah, hopefully my accent isn't too strong, if I have one. You can understand me.
It's really coming down.
Alright. If we do this, I'm almost done here. Okay, that's done. Alright. Alright, let's check our followers here. Okay, there's none we can do. This is the perfect time to go do the missions and or go to a dungeon. Alright, we'll save it right here. So I'm gonna try to pronounce your name or Oli. So I would appreciate, thank you for stopping by, Ole. I really appreciate it. But I'm not interested in when you stop in, we could definitely talk and chop it up. I'm pretty sure you do amazing work, but please don't solicitate the chat or the stream. So the pictures. Okay. All right, I think I got that taken care of. Sorry about that, y'all. All right. Give me, hang on. Just trying to fix this. Yeah, when you guys stop in, we definitely chop it up. We'll definitely interact. I do my best. Just appreciate if you don't promote any of your services or any of those sorts. But at this time, I'm actually gonna jump off because I gotta go grab my son. I want to thank everyone for stopping in and joining the stream. We appreciate it, and we're gonna keep chopping away. We definitely make a lot of progress on the journey today, and we're getting one step closer to stopping Luis. That's for sure. And then later, I'm gonna be doing the grind zone video, and we will try to jump on later, maybe tomorrow. But until then, you guys know what to do. Stay watching, stay playing, stay legendary. And I'll see you guys on our next adventure. Stay blessed.